Good day, everyone. Before we start our discussion on remainder and factor theorems, we need to recall first evaluation of functions. First example, we will have p of x is equal to x cubed plus x squared plus x plus 3. And we will solve for p of -2, p of -1, p of 0, p of 1, and p of 2. We now start solving p of -2. So p of -2 is equal to the cubed of -2 plus the square of -2 plus -2 plus 3. -2 raised to the power of 3 is equal to -8. We simplify plus the square of -2, that is equal to +4. Simplify plus -2, that is written as -2. Then we copy plus 3. -8 plus +4 is equal to -4. -4, combine it to -2 is equal to -6. -6 plus 3 is equal to -3. So p of -2 is equal to -3. We now solve for p of -1. P of -1 is equal to the cube of -1 plus the square of -1 plus -1 plus 3. The cube of -1 is equal to -1. If we will simplify plus the square of -1, that is equal to +1. If you simplify plus -1, that is written as -1. Then we copy plus 3. -1 plus +1 is equal to 0. 0 minus 1 is equal to -1. -1 plus 3 is equal to +2. So p of -1 is equal to +2. We solve for p of 0. P of 0 is equal to the cube of 0 plus the square of 0 plus 0 plus 3. The cube of 0 is 0. The square of 0 is 0. Then we copy plus 0 plus 3. 0 plus 0 is 0. Plus 0 is 0. Plus 3 is equal to +3. So p of 0 is equal to 3. With this, we can also conclude that when the value of x is 0, our p of x is equal to the constant term. That is when our equation is written in its general form. We proceed. So now we solve for p of 1. P of 1 is equal to the cube of +1 plus the square of 1 plus 1 plus 3. The cube of 1 is 1. The square of 1 is 1. We copy plus 1 and plus 3. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. So P of 1 is equal to positive 6. Let's have P of 2. P of 2 is equal to the cube of 2 plus the square of 2 plus 2 plus 3. The cube of 2 is equal to positive 8. We simplify plus the square of 2, that is equal to positive 4. Then we copy plus 2 plus 3. 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. 12 plus 2 is equal to 14. 14 plus 3 is equal to 17. So P of 2 is equal to 17. Now may we have a new polynomial function. P of x is equal to x raised to 4 minus 4x cubed minus 7x squared plus 22x plus 18. We solve for P of negative 2. P of negative 2 is equal to the fourth power of negative 2 minus 4 times the cubed of negative 2 minus 7 times the square of negative 2 plus 22 times negative 2 plus 18. Negative 2 raised to the power of 4 is equal to positive 16. Negative 4 times the cube of negative 2 is equal to positive 32. Negative 7 times the square of negative 2 is equal to negative 28. Positive 22 times negative 2 is equal to negative 44. Then we copy plus 18. 16 plus 32 is equal to 48. 48 minus 28 is equal to 20. 20 minus 44 is equal to negative 24. Negative 24 plus 18 is equal to negative 6. So P of negative 2 is equal to negative 6. We now solve for P of negative 1. P of negative 1 is equal to the fourth power of negative 1 minus 4 times the cube of negative 1 minus 7 times the square of negative 1 plus 22 times negative 1 plus 18. Negative 1 raised to the power of 4 is equal to positive 1. Negative 4 times the cube of negative 1 is equal to positive 4. Negative 7 times the square of negative 1 is equal to negative 7. 22 times negative 1 is equal to negative 22. Then we copy plus 18. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. 5 minus 7 is equal to negative 2. Negative 2 minus 22 is equal to negative 24. Negative 24 plus 18 is equal to negative 6. So P of negative 1 is equal to negative 6. We now solve for P of 0. P of 0 is equal to the fourth power of 0 minus 4 times the cube of 0 minus 7 times the square of 0 plus 22 times 0 plus 18. Since our equation is written in its general form, then our P of 0 is equal to our constant term, which is positive 18. We now proceed to P of 1. P of 1 is equal to the fourth power of positive 1 minus 4 times the cubed of positive 1 minus 7 times the square of positive 1 plus 22 times positive 1 plus 18. 1 raised to the power of 4 is equal to 1. Negative 4 times the cube of 1 is equal to negative 4. 7 times the square of 1 is equal to negative 7. 22 times 1 is equal to positive 22. Then we copy plus 18. 1 minus 4 is equal to negative 3. Negative 3 minus 7 is equal to negative 10. Negative 10 plus 22 is equal to positive 12. Positive 12 plus 18 is equal to 30. So P of 1 is equal to positive 30. We now solve for P of 5. P of 5 is equal to the fourth power of positive 5 minus 4 times the cubed of positive 5 minus 7 times the square of positive 5 plus 22 times 5 plus 18. 5 raised to the power of 4 is equal to positive 625. Negative 4 times the cube of 5 is equal to negative 500. Negative 7 times the square of 5 is equal to negative 175. 22 times 5 is equal to positive 110. Then we copy plus 18. 625 minus 500 is equal to positive 125. 125 minus 175 is equal to negative 50. Negative 50 plus 110 is equal to positive 60. Positive 60 plus 18 is equal to positive 78. So P of 5 is equal to positive 78.